By the way, this video is recorded in Filipino. We actually have an English version which is posted on our website. Please visit taxcall.ca. Then click on Tax Tips. And in there are a series of videos on different topics about personal tax and other financial matters regarding investments, insurance, and many others. These videos are practical in nature and are very beneficial to you. Feel free to explore our website and enjoy watching our videos. So, ang topic natin ngayon is all about recession. So, lagi natin itong naririnig, pero a lot of people di talaga naintindihan ano yung recession. Recession is a continuous drop of the market for straight 6 months. Paano nangyayari yung recession? Normally talaga may balance between supply and demand. Kung anong kailangan ng mga tao, may nagsusupply doon. Pero pag meron ng imbalance, meaning maraming demand, konting supply, or vice versa, doon nagkakaroon ng recession. So, ano yung mga indicators of imbalance between supply and demand? It is between the relationship of inflation and interest rates. So, ano yung inflation? Yung inflation ng pag-akyat ng mga bilihin. Technically, inflation di naman talaga masama. Lower inflation is actually good for the economy kasi yung mga business pwede mag-expand. It promotes growth and expansion of every business. Pero pag masyado nang mahal yung mga bilihin pero wala naman talaga masyadong demand, delikado na yun, magti-trigger na yun ng recession. Interest rate, on the other hand, is a cause of borrowing. Just like inflation, kung low interest rate, that's really good for the economy. Kasi mga negosyante, pwede silang mangutang ng malaki for their business expansion. Kahit yung mga normal citizens, makaka-take advantage din with lower interest rates. Kaya doon sila bibili ng bahay, bibili ng sasakyan, o magnegosyo. Pero pag masyado nang tumaas yung interest rate, delikado na rin yun kasi marami nang pwedeng ma-bankrupt. So, depende sa pagtaas o pag-akyat ng inflation and interest rates, doon natin malalaman kung gaano ba ka-healthy yung economy. So, anong causes usually ng fluctuations? Normally, socio-economic disaster, yung mga gera, mga kalamidad. Ngayon, pwede natin idagdag yung pandemic. Okay, let's take for example, what if there is a disruption in the supply of oil? Pag tumaas ang presyo ng gas, kasali lahat. Kasi lahat ng industry, transportation, manufacturing, service-oriented business like healthcare, lahat doon nakadepende sa oil. So pag tumaas yung presyo, pati presyo ng bilihin tataas rin. So pag patuloy ang pagtaas ng mga bilihin, somehow the government will intervene. How? By increasing the prime rate or yung interest rate to control the spending habits of sa mga tao. Kasi pag tinaasan yung interest rate, of course, yung mga tao, nagko-control din sila mga gastusin nila kasi may mga utang ngayon mostly. At the same time, pag tinaasan din yung interest rate, it also promotes short-term investing kasi yung mga savings account sa bangko, tataas din yung tubo kung mag-i-invest ka. Yeah, pag tinaasan yung interest rate, somehow it will also help in maintaining the balance, pero pag yung economy patuloy ang pagbaba, it is just a temporary fix. Eventually, it will lead to a domino effect of the economy. Let me show you how increasing interest rates may eventually lead to financial crisis. Kasi pag patuloy ang pagtaas ng interest rates, yung mga negosyo, yung mga business na malaking utang, mapepenalize sila. Malaki na yung interest na binabayaran nila. It will also have impact for the homeowners na may mortgage at yung mga tao maraming utang. So, yung mga kumpanya, in order to control their spending, ang gagawin nila, mag-cut down sila ng cost. Ang pinakamadaling gawin nila, magsarado ng planta, magsarado ng branches. In the process, maraming empleyado ang mawalan ng trabaho. So ngayon, kung marami na nawawalan ng trabaho, another problema na naman. Yung karamihan, they have less money to spend, less money to pay for their loans. So ngayon, maraming bahay ma-foreclose ng mga bangko. Maraming tao ang magdi-declare ng bankruptcy. This time, yung bangko naman na mapektuhan. So it will eventually lead to financial crisis. Kung patuloy ang pagbagsak ng economy for straight 6 months, then officially the country will be at recession. So pag nag-announce na ang Bank of Canada or Bank of America na we are now at recession, actually 6 months ago pa nagsimula bumagsak ang economy. So how will recession unfolds on stock market? The economic drivers of the stock market are the rich and the wealthy kasi sila yung may pera eh. So, ang unang process talaga sa stock market is yung mga mayayaman, they will release their billions and trillions of dollars as investments to different countries, different companies, different demographics. So, yung mga company nakatanggap ng pera, of course, gagamitin nila yun for expansion and growth. So, the next group of people na pwedeng makapansin ng pag-angat ng economy are the online traders o tinatawag nating stock watchers. I myself is an online trader. I've been trading online since 2016. So patuloy ang pag-angat ng economy. The last people that will notice are the public consumers. Kasi yung mga tao usually nagre-react sa media. So kung magandang economy, magandang mga news, magandang feedback from their friends, from the banks, pero yung gain na yun na ma-experience ng public is only temporary. Kung marami nang sasali sa stock market, eventually the market will saturate. So kung may disruption na sa market, either may kalamidad or anything that might trigger the investor to lose confidence in the market, since masaya na sila sa tubo nila, umakyat na yung mga investments nila, then they will start leaving the market, bringing with them the growth of their investments. So pag nag-pull out sila ng mga investments nila, obviously the market will start to decline. So next makapansin nito yung mga online traders kasi declining market na nga. And then, eventually, pag nag-announce na we are officially at recession, 6 months ago, bumagsak na yun eh. So, the public will react again to the news, tsaka sila maglabasan. Actually, too late na. Nalunod na yung investments nila eh. And then, pag sagad na yung market, rock bottom na talaga yung pagkabagsak, uulit na naman yung cycle. The investors will join again, followed by the traders, and then pag maganda na yung news, tsaka papapasok yung public consumers. And the same cycle, pag medyo bumagsak na yung market, talabas na yung mga investors, late na naman yung public. And the same cycle over and over and over again. So if you notice here, ang general public talaga ang laging nabibiktima sa stock market. Which is why I always advise my clients, if you are investing, be proactive, not reactive. Meaning, kumilos ka na before pa bumulusok, gayahin mo yung mga investors at mga online traders. So, sino ba yung considered na public consumers? Kasali ka ba sa public consumers? Yung mga bumibili ng stocks from the banks, o yung bumibili ng stocks from the brokers or online apps, o yung mga nag-cryptocurrencies. Yung tinatawag nating nagsa-self-investing. Meaning pumapasok ka sa stock market pero wala ka namang concrete knowledge about stock market. Wala ka namang enough training, enough background, enough education on the financial market in general. So yung DIY o do-it-yourself investing, delikado yun kung wala kang personal knowledge on the industry you are involved in. Nakikigaya ka lang sa trend, meaning you are just reacting, not proactive. If you have mutual funds in the banks, yes, kasali ka rin sa stock market. Hindi ibig sabihin na wala kang stocks, wala kang cryptocurrencies, hindi ka kasali. Actually, the most common victims of the stock market, yung mga bumibili ng mutual funds. A lot of people don't understand ano yung mutual funds. Mutual funds actually, lahat ng pera ng mga investors ng mutual fund is pinagkukumpul yun, meaning they gathered it, they call it pool in their money, meaning pinag-iipon lahat ng pera, and that's being managed by a fund manager, normally bangko. Yung fund manager, he's the one buying and selling stocks on your behalf. So pag lumaki yung stocks na binili nila, lumalaki din yung value ng mutual fund since investor ka ng mutual fund, and then you experience gain. Pero ang problema, yung stocks na binili ng fund manager, pag bumulusok yung market pababa, of course, lumiit yung presyo ng mga stocks. You lose the value of your investments, kasali ka rin sa lugi. Which is why I normally tell my clients that the financial industry is a big money game. So since it is a game, it has rules to follow. So if you know the rules, most likely you'll win the game. But if you don't know the rules, most likely you're part of the losers. Just like any other game, you need a coach. If you have a coach, then you have high chances of winning. In the financial industry, your coach are your active advisors. A lot of my clients are telling me meron daw silang active advisor. But actually, if we examine closely, sabi nila, Clive, meron akong financial advisor sa bank. Is that really a financial advisor or a customer service representative? May mga tinatawag man tayong bank advisors, pero kailangan mo talaga mag-book an appointment, kailangan mo mag-day off just to talk to them. Even simple questions, di mo pwedeng itanong dun sa teller, kailangan mo talagang mag-book ng appointment. Ang problema, not everyone has the luxury to book an appointment or just take a day off. So most likely, pag bumagsak na yung market, bank advisors will never call you na pabagsak na yung market. Kayo nagiging biktima. Some of my clients are also telling me, yung insurance agent ko, yung financial advisor ko. Examine closely kung active advisor ba talaga yun or sales agents. In the past 5 years, nakailang baba, nakailang akyat na yung stock market. If they never advised you about what's happening in the market, then they are not your active advisors. They are just doing their job as sales agents. Matapos nila makabenta sa'yo, they just wait for you another call for you to make another purchase. So, sino ba yung mga active advisors? Active advisors should have vested interest on your investments. Independent brokers like myself, we are paid by commission. So we actually receive 2 commission. First is upfront commission, meaning pagpasok ng investments mo, the investment company is giving us commission. And then, lahat ng investment under my watch, i-accumulate yun ng investment company, and they are giving us percentage of all those investments, and we call that trail commission. So pag lumaki yung lahat ng investments under my watch, lalaki din yung trail commission ko. Pero pag wala akong paki sa pera nyo, hinayaan kong bumagsak, hinayaan kong malugi, then yung trail commission ko maliit din. Right? So if you win with your investments, I also win with my business. Malaking kita ko. So I have vested interest on your investments. Let's examine closely. Yung mga bank advisors, they are employee. They are paid per hour. So kahit malugi ka or kumita ka sa investments mo, they are still gonna be paid the same per hour. Their per hour rate will never suffer simply because nalugi yung investments mo. I'm not saying they don't care about your investments, pero kung babagsak na yung market, sinong uunahin nilang tawagan? Yung nagwa $100, nagto $200 lang per month, o yung mayroong 500,000 or millions of dollars investing in their accounts? You weigh things in. Sinong uunahin nila? Sila or ikaw? Bank employees, their boss is the bank. Kami mga independent advisors, our boss are our clients. You are our boss. Active advisors should give you regular updates on your investments. Ako, a week ago, this type of information, I have already sent it to my clients so that they have enough time to react in this declining market. How about you? If none of your bank advisors or insurance agents are giving you updates on your investments tulad ngayon, pasalamat ka na lang na panood mo tong video na to. What if hindi ako gumawa ng video ng ganito? How will you react to this market? Again, maybe it's about time for you to really contemplate in looking for another advisors. Available ako. Pwede mo akong tawagan. Next, active advisors should be able to help you in fund switches. What do you mean fund switches? Pag maganda yung market, pwede ka mag-aggressive para naman malaki tubo ng pera mo. Pero pag medyo shaky na yung market, you should be able to move your investments to conservative right away. Pero kung wala kang active advisor, sino mag-aabiso sa'yo? Kung wala kang alam sa stock market, again, magiging victim ka rin ito. And lastly, active advisors should be able to explain to you the complexity of the financial industry in accordance to your level of understanding. Yun ang laging complain ng mga clients ko na pagpupunta daw sila sa bangko, di nila intindihan yung pinagsasabi because they use very technical terms. Ako, I normally dissect every information para ma-absorb ng clients right away, just like in this type of video. So, let's examine the market in this past few months. So, ako, I am an online trader. I normally go to barchart.com to study certain stocks. Kung may gusto kong stocks na bibilhin or aabangan, dito ako pumapasok, barchart.com. So, for US economy, I normally looked at S&P 500. So, kung narinig mo na yung S&P 500, it's actually the top 500 companies of US. Yung mga company na familiar tayo like Facebook, Apple, Tesla, normally are part of S&P 500. So the impact of the US economy to the entire global economy is very crucial kasi itong S&P 500 na ito yung economic global driver. Most of these companies are also operating in different parts of the world. Well, pag bumagsak na yung US market, well, damay-damay na lahat. It will spread like wildfires to different parts of the world. So, in the past 10 years, S&P 500 had grown 223%. That is actually an average of 22% every year. So, kung yung investments mo hindi tumutubo ng at least 20%, meaning na pag-iwanan ka, sayang yung oportunidad, which is why you need an active advisor para i-guide ka on what type of investments you should be in. So, ito yung performance ng US economy for the past 10 years. If you notice, yung 2020, malaking pag-down. Yun yung pag-onset ng COVID. Pero after that, bigla na lang umakyat. right? And now, nag-umpisa naman siyang bumaba. Yung pag-akyat ng US markets, not because yung US economy is doing better. Actually, that's because US Federal Reserve had printed trillions of dollars as economic aid during the COVID. Pag nag-overprint ka rin kasi ng maraming currencies, it will normally lead to inflation. Bakit? Kasi yung mga tao maraming pera. Kasi may ayuda eh. Pero yung mga kumpanya, since crisis nga, hindi sila nag-produce ng marami. So ngayon, meron ng imbalance between supply and demand. Yung mga tao, mataas ang demand kasi may pangbili, pero yung mga kumpanya hindi naman nag-overproduce. So it leads to inflation. Exactly the same thing happened in Canada. Sa Canada naman, I normally looked at TSX 60, meaning Toronto Stock Exchange top 60 companies. So ito yung mga economic drivers ng Canada. So sa TSX 60 naman, in the past 20 years, it had grown 185%, which is around 9.25% every year. So again, kung yung investments mo hindi tumubo ng at least 9%, napag-iwanan ka rin ng market. So, same as US economy, yung Canada nag-drop din noong 2020, but after that, bigla na lang bumulusok paakyat. Again, it's not because Canadian economy is doing better, but because of inflation. Canadian government during pandemic had released billions of dollars as economic aid. So, mga tao nakatanggap ng ayuda, may pambili. Tulad ko, nakatanggap kami ng ayuda, pinadala namin sa Pilipinas. Right? So, that's what happened. So, investing basically is like planting. You should know when to plant and we should know when to harvest. Now is not the best time to plant anymore. Kasi nga, nakabulusok na yung market eh. Nakaakyat na. Now is actually the best time to harvest. So, be thankful na panood mo tong videos na to. You have enough time to react on your investments. So ngayon, let's examine kung meron naman talagang indicators ng recession. First, disaster. Of course, COVID is a huge disaster. Second, pagtaas ng gas, ang mahal na ng presyo ng gas ngayon. High inflation, ang mahal ng bilihin ngayon, almost nag-triple compared 3 years ago. High interest rates. Bank of Canada and Bank of America have both announced weeks ago that they are increasing their interest rates. And lastly, loss of jobs. With all these indicators, can I possibly predict when will be the next recession? Actually, no. It's hard to predict when will be the next recession. Pero kung patuloy ang pagbagsak ng US economy for the next 6 months, then officially we will be at recession. But don't worry, there are actually ways to prepare for recession. First, protect your finances. Make sure na pag bumagsak ng economy, hindi ka masyadong naapektuhan. How do you do that? Eliminate high interest debts. Second, build emergency fund. At least 3 to 6 months worth of your income. Third is create multiple income streams. Now is actually the best time for you to contemplate kung ano na bang other source of income just in case mawalan ka ng work. For me, last 2008 recession, that's when I actually started joining the financial industry. And I'm thankful for that recession kasi natuto ako about finance. At yun ang most common misconception ng mga tao na kapag insurance agent ka, life insurance na talaga binibenta mo. Actually, no, there's so many income streams within the financial industry through the insurance business. So, if you want to explore more opportunities on the financial industry, feel free to reach out. Second way for you to prepare for recession is do not invest 100% in speculative investing. Yung mga investments na wala ng kasiguraduhan, so keep away from pure equity such as stocks. Second, keep away from cryptocurrencies. Pwede ka pa rin mag-invest sa stocks and crypto, but not all of your money. Majority of your money dapat nakasave na yon as cash ready for reinvesting. In case na bumagsak yung market, that's the best time for you to join. Think like the investors, not like the consumers. Papasok yung mga investor pag sagad na yung market pababa. Third way for you to prepare is control your emotion. Okay, don't let the media influence you. I know yung news, it will create panic and hysteria, pero you should know better. Market crash should not be scary. In fact, that's the best time to invest. Me personally, I'm actually looking forward to the next recession. Kasi alam ko kung anong mangyayari next. Ngayon kasi, medyo hindi na ako ganun ka-confident sa market kung patuloy pa bang umakyat yun o babagsak ba. Pero pag bumagsak na yung economy, bumagsak na yung market, alam ko anong mangyayari next, paakyat na yun. Right? So, lahat ng investments ko, lahat ng mga assets ko, I will put in a super aggressive investments para kasali ako sa pagsakay. Again, think like the investors. So, I hope you enjoy watching my videos. Again, if you want to know more about market trends, about certain investments, feel free to talk to me. My phone line is open for your inquiries. That's actually one of the advantages of my clients because I'm only one text away from their inquiries. Kung hindi kita client, well, hindi kita i-entertain. Again, if your advisor is not giving you this type of information, now is the best time to contemplate if your advisors are really active advisors. Okay? Thank you so much for watching this video. Until next time.